So this is where we put the speaking, yeah?
Yeah.
This is where we speak?
Yes.
Alright, well, welcome to the podcast.
It's my podcast.
I said the podcast, not my podcast.
I'm just saying it's my podcast.
Fine, go ahead, you do the intro.
Okay, sure. Welcome to the podcast.
I didn't close the door, give me a sec.
Oh, for goodness sake. Okay, I'm going to introduce this anyway. Bugger it. Okay, so this is the first episode of hopefully a series of podcasts.
And I'm also here.
And he's also here.
Hello.
What are you called?
Your brother.
No,
my name is your brother.
Your brother.
Yes, your brother. I have a
Is that
YouTube
Russian?
channel, link in the description.
Uh-huh.
Gotta dust off that old chestnut.
Great. Fantastic.
Yep. Alright, we're just going to be talking about various topics.
Whatever we want to talk about, we'll talk about.
Yep.
That's pretty much going to be it.
We've got a few things pre-prepared. I've also got an idea for a segment I'm going to float by.
Which I'm skeptical about.
He hasn't heard this idea yet. I think it's a good idea.
Yeah, speaking of which, we don't know what we're going to each be talking about.
Yep.
So
he's prepared a couple of topics. I've prepared a topic, and as previously stated, the segment.
Yes. So we're just going to jump right into it.
Alright
I
then,
think.
what's your first topic you
So-
want to talk about?
Yeah, we're going to do it so I present a topic, he presents a topic, I present a topic, and he's going to
End with the segment.
with the segment that I have no idea what is or is about.
Yeah.
Okay, so my first topic.
Yes.
Dun, da, 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 the first topic of the first episode of the podcast is video game guilty pleasures.
Wow. Okay. Guilty pleasures.
Guilty pleasures. So these are
Ooh.
games. Okay, so if you don't know what a guilty pleasure is, basically it's the idea where a game that's often considered terrible or not so great, but you still enjoy it anyway.
Basically, the video game equivalent of what Over the Hedge is to me.
I would say like something like The Room is a typical guilty
Well,
pleasure.
no, the Room is one of those things where it's like so bad it's good. You know,
Well,
like
it's still a guilty pleasure.
You can like I'm talking about like those movies that are just bad, but
Yeah.
you still enjoy them for whatever reason. For me, that's Over the Hedge.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. Most of the time, it's like they're not like so bad they're good, but they're just so like mediocre.
Bland. Yeah.
But so I have a few video game guilty pleasures.
Video game guilty pleasures. Okay.
I have four. That I'm gonna talk
Wow,
about.
you've really thought about this.
Well, I've just come up with the top of my head. I'm not gonna probably not gonna go into
Sure.
extreme
I'll see if I
detail.
can think of some of mine.
That's the plan.
I tend to not play bad games.
well, in our childhood we have experienced some.
We have, in all fairness, yeah.
Yes. So we didn't know any better, did we?
Nope.
We were like, it's a game.
All games are good.
All games are good.
Can I play this? Therefore, it's good.
Okay. So the first game I'm going to be talking about. Well, I've played 3 of the games.
You've played 3 of the games.
Yeah.
You have a 4th one on your list.
I have a 4th one on my list,
but you know is bad, but you want to play it.
I do want to play it at some point because it's so infamous. But more about that later.
Is it Infamous? The game Infamous?
No, Infamous is good.
Okay. Well, you said Infamous, so I thought that was
What a shitty joke.
just kicking off strong, everyone.
Okay, so the first game is Bratz Rock Angels, the PS2.
Ah.
How's that?
Yeah,
for a
we
classic?
got to talk about this. So I watched our sister complete this game to its fullest. Not 100%, I think, but she reached the end of the game.
Yeah,
and
we watched her play.
it, and we were like, we were hooked on it.
Yeah,
right?
we loved it.
I don't know if we just loved watching her play it.
I think it was watching her play it.
I don't think we played it.
No,
ever.
I think I maybe played a tiny bit and got bored of it in the first
Yeah, I think
10
I did
minutes.
as well. All I remember is that the final boss is that tiara woman, and it's running around picking up the magazine papers
Oh yeah.
that were blown away, and it took her 10, 20 attempts to do it because the controls were so buggered.
Yeah.
We're like,
I'm not sure
how is this challenging?
I think it was part of the controller was stuffed and part of the game's physics, or
yeah.
walking on an ice rink with
Practically,
sneakers.
Yeah. But I remember we were egging her on, right?
Yeah.
She wanted
Well,
to
she had friends over when she played it as well.
Did she?
Sometimes.
Oh, sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, and she would play it, and everyone would sit around the TV watching her play Bratz Rock Angels on the PS2.
Because every now and then there would be so the whole point of the game is that the Bratz girls are making their own magazine.
Yeah.
But in order to get the pages for the magazine and the content for the magazine, when it was time for that part of the game, they would you go around the neighborhood and each of the NPCs had a particular side quest for you.
Yeah.
Which could have been shopping, probably. It usually was shopping.
But
But it could have been other things as well.
Shopping.
And when you complete that side quest, you get that page in the magazine.
Yeah.
And I think you can publish when you haven't completed all of them.
I
But I was egging her on to complete them all because I'm somewhat of a completionist myself.
Yeah.
And
I didn't care.
I know you didn't care. You just wanted to play more of the game.
But I think there was like also elements of I put this in air quotations that you can't see, graphic design as well, where you make like t-shirts and stuff.
Yeah,
And
the
you
t-shirt
paste
making
like
thing. That was so
a million
boring to watch.
Bratz logos onto like the thing. Oh, and the makeup. The makeup.
The
where
makeup
you-
was
on
the best.
You can apply makeup.
She
to your,
tried her best, but we wanted
Yeah.
her to like just create abominations.
with like awful. It's a very The best part of that game though for me is the cutscenes. They're so wonderful.
Yeah. I think she skipped most of them.
You're fired for life.
I think when she played, she skipped most of the cutscenes.
Yeah, she didn't care.
We didn't get a lot of the story.
But like, I think revisiting that would be interesting.
I'd be fascinated to play it again.
Yes.
Well, no, I'd not play it again. Like play it for the first time.
Yes.
Purely because I'd be interested to convince her to play it again.
Yeah.
Because that would be the true test.
Well, she's playing Prisoner of Azkaban.
Yeah, Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban.
That's a painful
on PS2.
experience watching her use the controller. It's like you use the right stick.
Well, she's already
Use the
realizing
camera.
like how not great it was as when she played it last time. Like, there's a lot of complaining about the controls. And
Well, I think also part of it is her like not fully understanding as well.
there's
like,
an
even,
element
like-
of that, but a lot of it is like
Yeah.
how sensitive the turning is.
Yeah.
But,
But, like,
that's not anything to do with the camera.
I just thought it was, on the camera, I just thought it was funny that the game was so annoyed with her not using the camera that on the screen. It was like, use the right stick to move the camera, flashing on the screen.
Yeah, that's a hint for the game being like, hey, you're not playing us
So,
right.
I just looked this up, and
I've got that's
don't-
what my computer's here.
don't look. I'm going to tell you, you're going to be surprised.
All right, that's why I wanted. That's why I brought my computer, so I could do that to you.
Yeah. So, the Bratz Rock Angels, it sold 1.4 million copies, and it's one of the most highest selling games on the PS2.
All right, that's upsetting.
1.4 million
Hang on.
copies.
I'm looking at a list of best-selling PS2 games.
I know Grand Theft Auto San Andreas is like the top of the list. I'm pretty sure it has like I think like something like 8-9 million copies,
Something like that.
something like that.
I'll see how far down the list Bratz Rock Angels goes.
But it was actually released on multiple consoles.
All right, how many
including-
copies did you say that Grand Theft Auto San Andreas made?
It was like 8 or 9.
17.33 million.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, it was a pretty massive
Well
game.
done.
I didn't want to overestimate, so I was trying
Alright,
to say
so
maybe
the
it's 10 million.
The list
But-
is all the games that sold at least 1 million,
Yeah.
and there's plenty before we get to Bratz. So that's.
What's below Bratz?
I'm
wondering.
finding that now.
Just hit Command F, and search for Bratz.
Well, I'm already there. Oh, here we go. Bratz Rock Angels.
What's
Above
below?
it, just above it, rather, is Resident Evil Code Veronica X.
What?
Never heard of it. Gran Turismo 4 Prologue is above it.
What about below? Just below.
Right
Bratz
below
Rock
it
Angels?
is Crazy Taxi,
What?
NCAA Football 06,
Whoa! The
Lego Star Wars 2, the original trilogy,
Wait.
the Lord of the Rings Return of the King game,
What? That game was
Burnout 3 Takedown,
Jack 3.
Jack 3.
Jack. What?
Bratz Rock Angels sold more copies than Jack 3.
See what you've done to my voice? What is this?
Madagascar, the PlayStation 2 game,
Okay,
which
well,
we
that's-
did own, and
yeah.
I played. That's actually no. That's my guilty pleasure game.
That's
I
one of
decided that
my
now.
guilty
The
pleasures.
Madagascar game is my guilty pleasure game.
That's insane.
What else is
Crazy
what else
Taxi
is, what else is,
sold
What
less?
else is under?
Oh my goodness.
Pac-Man World 2,
Okay.
Splinter Cell,
Splinter Cell?
Tom Clancy's
Yeah,
Splinter
Tom
Cell,
Clancy. Wow.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist of the Roses.
You have that on you have a Yu-Gi-Oh game on PC.
I've got
don't you? It's something of the Roses, isn't it?
no. It's I was playing it on my channel. What's it called?
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Legacy of the Duelist.
Legacy of the Duelist. That's
And
it.
I've also got Duel Links on PC.
Oh, okay.
Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets on PS2 is on here.
Yeah.
Sly Cooper and the Thieves
What?
Raccoonus.
The first Sly Cooper game sold way less. What? How much did it sell? Sly Cooper.
Sly Cooper and the Thieves Raccoonus.
That's the first one. How much did it sell?
It sold 1 million.
It sold 400,000 less units than.
As did Silent Hill 2 on PS2.
That's like the most critically acclaimed version of the most critically acclaimed game in the series.
And it didn't sell as well as Bratz. I want to die. Anyway, I think we should move on from this
Okay.
before someone has a heart attack. What's your next guilty pleasure game?
My next guilty pleasure game. I played this one,
Yeah.
and It's a little game called the Zoo Race.
The Zoo Race? You actually played the Zoo Race?
I played the Zoo Race.
So you downloaded a copy of the Zoo Race?
Yes.
For $1.99?
No, it's free now.
It's free now?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, they decided to make it 3.
They should not make any money off that game.
If you don't know what the Zoo Race is, it is one of the best racing games ever made.
It doesn't have a Wikipedia page.
No, I tried to find one. All I could find was Crappy Games Wiki. And the article is a stub. But it was developed by Cougar Interactive. And
There's a section called Why It Sucks.
Yeah, so according to this, Why It Sucks, awful graphics and animations, broken mechanics, a nonsensical story, poor audio quality, numerous glitches, bad controls, tedious MIDI-sounding soundtrack, many unnecessary over-the-top moments.
There's 9 items on this list.
It's just the animals being shot out of a cannon or them driving a train and crashing into a billboard. And despite being a Christian game, it mocks the Bible and religious people in the opening cutscene.
So,
An unintentional mocking, I feel.
I'm sure you heard of this game through the Cat Icarus review.
I heard it through a few things.
Is it as bad as they said it is?
I didn't play a lot of it. I played like pretty much the first race.
Oh, that means it's bad because you
pretty
stopped
bad.
playing it. But it's still your guilty pleasure.
It's still just because of just how, like.
Are you sure you know what
No.
guilty pleasure means?
I do, but
Because a guilty pleasure is
I
something you
still
keep coming
enjoy it
back
'cause
to
I
over and over again.
Well, not necessarily. I just enjoy it for what it is, and I think it's
Yes.
really because this is where the third game comes in. Because I haven't played this game, but I still enjoy it as a guilty pleasure.
Right.
Is the Zelda CDI games, except Zelda's Adventure.
Alright, so I've got Wikipedia up for guilty pleasure, just so we can get this right. We should have done this at the top of the segment.
Well, yeah.
A guilty pleasure is something such as a film, a television program, or a piece of music that one enjoys despite feeling that it is not generally held in high regard or is seen as unusual or weird. So there you go.
Yeah, see? Fine.
Fashion, video games, music, theatre, television series, films, food, and fetishes can be examples of guilty pleasures.
So basically, anything can be a guilty
Practically,
pleasure.
yeah. But yeah, the CDI games.
The CDI games, but not Zelda's Adventure, because even though that's good, it's an FMV game and it's not the most famous
Right.
out of Faces of Evil and Wand of Gamelon. And I found this really interesting. So apparently at the time, it was actually pretty well received, both games, at the time of release, which is astonishing.
Well, yeah, but a lot of things got were well received by critics and panned by fans.
I also found that most of the voice actors came from the American Federation of Television and Radio Artists, which is apparently one of the most prolific agencies.
They should be shut down after lending themselves to Zelda CDI.
And the budget.
Wow, goddamn. That's...
Yeah. And also, where is it? Let's see. There was like an interesting point I noticed. It was like one of the first games, because like the animation was done by Russians. Russian company, and it was one of the first examples of a Russian and outside foreign collaboration since the fall of the Berlin Wall.
Wow.
So
was it made in Japan?
No, it was developed by these guys called Animation Magic. I'm not sure where they come from. They are a American animation.
So it's an American company which got Russians to do the animation.
And 100% owned subsidiary located in St. Petersburg,
Russia.
Well,
there you go.
Yeah, but there was an American-based company that also worked in Russia.
Yeah, I haven't played the CDI games.
No. Well, I doubt. One, it's very hard to find them, for one, and two.
True.
People still don't know how to emulate them properly. So pretty much no one apart from people who own a legitimate copy have played it.
Okay.
Pretty much. So there's that.
Is that your whole list of?
No, there's one more.
One more.
And this one I played and absolutely love.
Hang on.
To death. What? Do you think you can guess it?
I think I can guess it.
What?
Is it the Dukes of Hazzard PS1 game?
No, it's not.
It's not?
I thought about that.
Yeah.
That's a good one, but I don't. Bring that up anyway.
Yeah, I'm gonna look up the Dukes of Hazzard game.
Yeah.
Just to see if it got good reviews when it came out.
It must have done, I feel, or at least it was like a 6 or a 7. I feel.
I can't find it.
Is there a reception?
Keep looking. I'll see if I can find it because this is for the show.
Okay, so my final guilty pleasure on my list is something called Big Rigs Over the Road Racing. Have you heard of this game?
I have not heard of this.
Well, it's a PC game.
Right.
That is unbelievably notorious for a number of things. It's unbelievably glitchy.
Right.
There's no collision detection anywhere
Uh-huh.
apart from the terrain itself. So you can just go through buildings. When you go across a bridge, you don't go over the bridge. You go under the hill and then come back out through the bridge.
Oh no.
And this is true. In the first version of the game, the end screen said, "Your winner."
Your winner.
I have a screenshot here. I might put it on the screen when I do the editing.
Alright then.
But there it is. Your winner.
Your winner!
And the truck the AI truck that you race against never moves. It stays
Okay.
at the starting line. It doesn't move at all.
Alright, just coming back to Dukes of Hazzard.
Yes, Dukes of
There
Hazzard.
are two
PS1.
Dukes of Hazzard PS1 games.
This is new to me.
One has the subtitle of Racing for Home,
I think we had Racing for
and
Home.
one
That
is
was the one we
one is
had.
Dukes of Hazzard 2, Daisy Dukes It Out.
That's the sequel.
So you played
Racing
the first
for
one?
Home.
Okay, let's
Yeah.
bring up the PlayStation.
So
reviews
Racing for Home.
for it. Alright, apparently the original voice cast did the voice work.
Okay, that's interesting.
Alright, the PlayStation version got reviews as high as 6 out of 10. And
As high as 6
and
out of
as
10.
low as 3 out of 10.
Now watch it, Bo.
Is that a guilty pleasure now?
I still love playing the same missions over and over again.
Oh, boy.
So I guess, yeah, here's a guilty pleasure of mine.
The sequel got a 1.67 out of 10.
Oh boy.
That's on one hand that's low, but also oddly specific.
Yeah.
1.67.
I don't...
They really thought that through.
I never get decimals.
I get them when it's like 0.5.
If it's half and half, yes, that's
but
I get
nothing
that.
else.
But 6, 7, that's just like, okay, just say it's like a 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, I've got a few guilty pleasures that came to mind over the last
Okay.
time.
Oh, that's nice.
The first one is
What's the first
in
one?
a similar category to my movie guilty pleasure. It's Over the Hedge Hammy Goes Nuts.
Oh.
For GBA. You remember that
Oh
one?
yeah.
The mini golf game starring the Over the Hedge characters. I played the hell out of that
I
game.
still have it in the cupboard.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure in the box.
Another one is Madagascar, as previously discussed.
Mm-hmm.
I also have a soft spot for the Titans Crash games.
Oh, the
Crash of the
PS2.
Titans and Mind Over Mutant.
Oh, okay.
I have a soft spot for those games
Okay.
because I did enjoy them. They are good games. They're not good Crash games, but they're good games.
I wouldn't know. I'm not like a Crash connoisseur like yourself.
I am. I've played every Crash game
Yes.
except the ones that were arcade exclusives.
In Japan, right? Or was that?
Well, actually, there were some handheld exclusives. No, not handheld. So it's like mobile games, I think. But
There was like those like McDonald's like.
I'm not including
games.
those in the list.
Like the calculator games, I like to
Yeah.
call them.
Oh, that was another one. I thought of one before. It's Nicktoons Basketball on PC.
Nicktoons Basketball.
You remember that? We had that
No?
game.
Oh yeah, I think I
Yeah,
do.
yeah. It was awful looking.
There was also we also had a Jimmy Neutron game on PC, and I remember one thing that I
Yeah,
remember from
yeah.
that game was the secret behind the fireplace, where the fireplace would turn and there was like a token.
All I know is Isabella
Down the
completed that
corridor?
game. That sister completed it.
Really? Did she beat it?
Yeah, she beat it 100%. Not 100%, but she got
She got to the end of the game. She any percent the run.
Yeah.
She did an any percent speed run.
in about 3 months.
Or she has the world record though. Wouldn't that be astonishing?
I doubt it. Purely because Beta Burner completed the whole thing in one session.
Oh, okay.
Shout out to you, Beta Burner. Where's
Oh,
our
God.
shout out?
do not mention their name on this show.
Okay.
Okay. And so I think I'm done with my first topic.
Yeah, I'm done as well. This is where we put the transition on music for the to segue into the next topic.
We could just go. And here we go with the second topic.
And now for the second topic,
And now-
in what may or may not have had a music transition.
May or may not. Probably not. I'm too lazy.
Ugh.
Just to say,
You want some authenticity with this show or not?
well, some podcasts you just run all the way through. You don't need to have some music transitions.
Well, yeah, but it's nice to break up the action sometimes. Anyway, my topic is pets.
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 Okay.
And specifically, well, I'll get to the specifics in a second, but I want to lead into this, okay? We've had a lot of pets over the years,
Yeah.
haven't we? We've had many, many fish.
Many, many fish.
We've had a couple of rabbits.
Yeah.
Temporary dogs.
Temporary, very sad
Yeah.
moments with dogs.
Yeah. Is that it? Have we had other pets than that? I think that's it, right? The fish, the rabbits, the dogs.
No, that's it. Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, I thought so. Anyway, I was wondering, like, you see those people all the time that, like, especially with cats,
I
Where it's
don't.
like, well, no, you hear about those people
Yeah.
who like they have so many cats
Yeah.
that their lives sort of become their cats.
Yeah.
And it can be with other animals as well. Like you can have so many dogs and all that stuff.
And they treat it like a person.
Well, yeah. Like, I was wondering, like, at what point does it become an obsession?
As an obsession.
You know what I mean? Like at one point, like one cat is okay.
Yeah.
2 cats is fine.
It's a bit weird, but sure.
What number of cats?
I would say I don't think the number is a thing. I think it's just when you start talking to them like a human being. Like, I mean, like not just like, you know, just
Not
like,
just like, oh,
not
come
just
here,
like
come here.
pet talk, but I mean, like,
would
actually
would you
them,
like some dinner, Reginald?
yeah, like, actually treating them like a human being.
Well, it can go beyond that.
That doesn't
but,
mean you should treat them inhumanely, of course.
Of course, but like, you know, at some point you get such a number of animals that
I'd say 5.
in order to like in
5 or
order to
6.
have enough time to like to take care of them all,
Yeah.
you start letting
Your
other
life
things
is
go.
devoted to the cats.
So you would say 5 cats.
5 or 6.
5 or 6 cats is the threshold.
I think that's the threshold, yeah,
Yeah?
roughly.
What about dogs? Because dogs are different, you know.
I think it's like less.
it's less dogs.
Yeah, like I think like 3 to 4.
3 to 4 dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. Because cats can look after themselves a little
Yeah.
bit, but dogs like require.
Like if you have 1
more
or 2
attention.
dogs, that's understandable, right? That's like, to me that's like 1 or 2 dogs. But once you get like 3, 4 or more, specifically 4 or more,
Yeah.
that starts to get a bit. Especially if they're just like constantly like, there's like, there goes a dog, there goes a dog. There's another one. They're going up the stairs, and then and it goes in the fridge and
In the fridge.
opens up the fridge.
Dogs go in the fridge.
Yeah.
There was that viral video a while back of the dog like being the butler basically, and like opening the door and closing it.
Yeah.
That was funny.
I don't remember seeing that.
Yeah. Okay. What about fish?
Fish, I don't think you can really have too much fish. I think,
we can.
yeah.
They keep dying.
Well, that's our fault, I don't
I
think.
think it might be.
I don't know.
Because here's my theory, right? Because
Yeah.
like the fish that we got yesterday to replace the ones that have died, some of them are now dead.
Okay. I don't know why that is.
Well, I think I do.
What?
My theory is that the pet shop we keep getting this fish from is dodgy.
Right.
And my theory is like, because all of the fish that we got in the first batch,
I'm bleeding, by the way.
yeah, I can see that. After this topic, we'll take a short break to clean yourself up, and we'll cut this out of the video probably. But so all the fish that we got in the first batch, they're still fine.
Yeah.
They're still alive. It's just the fish that we've gotten recently that are dying.
Did we get all the fish from the same pet shop?
Yeah.
Okay.
So my theory is they give you the first batch of completely healthy fish, and then they say, yeah, you know what, you can put like 10 dozens of more fish in this tank, and they'll be fine. You know what? You should come back and get more fish from us. Fill up your fish tank, and then you get those fish, and they start dying off. So you go back to get more fish, and they die off immediately. It's like, oh well, sorry, like you know, it's obviously you doing something wrong. You're not feeding them properly. Take some more fish, money, please. I think that's what's going on here. I think it's like a shakedown.
Well, it's alleged.
Yes, of course. I've got no proof.
This is just whatchamacallit.
I also don't know the name of the fish shop, so I can't like call them out.
Well, you shouldn't call them out anyways.
I'd want to because I have a strong suspicion this is what's going on.
Well, this is an accusation. This is like no.
Oh no! I'm taking this to court.
Okay.
Once I get enough evidence, I'm taking it to court, and I'm gonna be like, right.
You gonna go dressed in the blue suit with the red tie?
No, I'm gonna go dressed in the
Oh, with the ruffles? Purple shirt, purple suit ruffles?
No, I'm gonna go as the other character, the one with the red suit and the vest.
Oh.
And the 2 spikes at the top of his
The
head.
one that's like a Greek god? That one? Or
Apollo.
a Roman god? Yeah.
Yeah, Apollo.
Apollo.
He's my favourite Ace Attorney character.
I don't know.
Or at the very least, my favourite like lawyer.
I think Edgeworth's my favourite, honestly. He's my favourite feature.
Well, yeah, I'm talking about just the defense lawyers in the series.
Oh, well, defense.
You haven't played the games enough to like have a proper opinion yet.
I've seen most of the games.
You've seen most of the games.
Yeah.
Okay.
I haven't seen Apollo.
I've played all the main series games.
I haven't seen Apollo Justice. I haven't seen that one. I think I've seen the trilogy. No, I've seen the first 2. I haven't seen Trials and Tribulations, the last one.
That's the third one.
Yeah, I haven't seen Apollo Justice.
Apollo is not in the third game.
No, but I mean I haven't seen like his game.
Oh, okay.
Apollo
Have you
Justice.
seen the 3DS games? Because Apollo's in them.
I have seen him a
Okay.
few times in
Right.
the game, but no, I haven't really like. But I think based on my experience, I mean, I still have a soft spot for the Phoenix, but
Well, yeah,
he's
it's purely because
yeah.
we spent more time with him.
yeah, but I think sometimes he's too much of a goofball. Sometimes
That's why I like Apollo better.
to be like, Mr. Right, you're starting to be a little bit,
silly.
a bit silly. But yeah, so
Pets.
Back to pets. This is why we made a podcast.
Yes, exactly.
Go on tangents.
Ramblings. Anyway,
I'm probably going to clean myself up now.
sure. I did have something else to talk about.
Oh,
with
go
pets,
ahead.
But
Finish off.
yeah. So let's say in a world where it wasn't just cats and dogs and
Yeah.
guinea pigs and hamsters and rabbits and fish and all that stuff.
All of
What's
in the world.
in a world where you could domesticate
Any
and train
creature.
any animal, what
would it
pet would
be?
you like to have? Like, is this a world where you can completely tame and train and domesticate any animal, no matter what they are?
I would say I don't know. Probably something like a griffin.
Okay, I didn't say you could pick a fictional animal.
Why not? You said any creature in the world.
Yeah,
And so I picked
any
a
creature
griffin.
in the world. The griffins aren't in the world.
Damn it. I want to pick any...
I'll let you have a griffin though, because that would be cool.
Yes.
I've got two.
I assumed you meant any creature that's ever existed, even in fiction. So,
I've got two, right?
yeah.
I've got a giraffe, because I just love giraffes.
Okay. Interesting
It'd be
choice.
nice to have because you can just imagine like in our backyard, for example, people walking through the park next door, looking at it, and then just the giant neck of a giraffe poking up at them from behind the fence. That'd just be a sight to behold, wouldn't it?
Hey, it's taking the leaves, or it's eating
But yeah,
on
but
the
we have
tree.
trees tall enough
Yeah.
to accommodate it. Whether they eucalyptus is another story. And then now,
And if you throw something on the roof and you can't reach it, you can just get on top
Yeah,
of it
yeah.
and go, can you knock that down for me, Gerald?
Gerald the giraffe.
Gerald the giraffe?
Really?
Yeah, why not? What's wrong with Gerald?
I guess. And my other one is again in a way where you could make it tame and train it and make it I'd have a hippo.
A hippo?
Yeah,
A giraffe I can get. A hippo I'm not so
Well, no, just because I'm fascinated by hippos, man.
sure. Man, I'm just
They're
absolutely
just
fascinated by
they're
hippos.
if they weren't the number one killer of people in Africa, and they don't even eat people, they just chomp down and just walk away like the dicks they are.
So you're saying if hippos weren't what they are,
Well, again, if you could tame it
yeah,
and train it and make it domestic,
what would you do with it?
say we had a pool,
Yeah.
just pop it in the pool.
Why? Just pop it in the pool?
Just because then you invite people around during the summer for a swim. Don't tell them about the hippo.
They're gonna
They come
leave
into the
immediately.
pool, and then you see the hippo
They
there.
see a hippo in the pool, they're gonna leave.
Not if you jump in and then start patting the hippo. It's no,
They're
he's
gonna-
my friend.
Well, clearly
he's cool.
he's friendly with the hippo. I'm not getting in a pool with no hippo.
Just for the look of shock on people's faces when they walk up to a pool and see a hippo in it. That would just be amazing. I think for me it's a similar rationale as people looking over the fence and seeing a giraffe looking back at them.
Yeah, but I think a giraffe is a bit more understandable, but a hippo I
Yeah?
don't get. A giraffe I can see not just practical use, but I can see it more as being a friendly sort of, oh, I've got a giraffe as a pet. A hippo I don't see as anything other than a party trick. Hey, I've got a hippo in the pool.
Come on, that's amazing, isn't it? Hey, there's a hippo in the pool. Want to come around and look at the actual hippo that is in my actual pool?
Most people are no thanks, I don't want to die. I don't want to... No, it's domesticated.
It's okay, it likes
And
me.
It's
It's tame.
domesticated. It's no, I'm not taking that chance. It's no one's gonna get in that pool.
Of course, if we had a free reign of any animal ever, I'd go with some kind of dinosaur.
Right, obviously.
Yeah.
So what would you pick?
Oh, I don't
If you
know.
could pick a dinosaur.
Again, if it was domesticated, I'd probably want I really want a raptor.
A raptor?
Yeah. Like a velociraptor.
Mm.
Not the ones from the movie, which is taller than they actually were. Velociraptors only count to about waist high in real life.
Right.
And again, if I could train it and make sure it wouldn't want to eat me, I'd want a raptor. But I think a triceratops, man.
A triceratops.
Yeah, they're just so cool.
It'd be hard trying to ride one though, wouldn't it?
I don't know if I'd want to ride it.
Mm.
I just
But
have
if you have a
triceratops.
see, that's why I picked the griffin. A griffin, you can fly
You
on.
can fly it. That's true.
Yeah. It's rideable.
It is right.
You can
Put a saddle on it, the
can
griffin
mount
saddle.
You can mount a griffin.
You could mount a Triceratops.
It'd be a bit tricky though.
It would, but it wouldn't be impossible.
We'd have to like go on like near its like head. Because that's spines on its back. That's not like spikes.
That's a Stegosaurus.
Which one's
Triceratops is the one with the 3 horns coming out of its head.
Yeah, I can see that a little bit more, but
More than a Stegosaurus.
more than a Stegosaurus.
You can find a Stegosaurus. Look. Ow!
It keeps you. The plates keep you in place.
They keep you in plates.
They keep you in plates, and you just slide down.
Slide down right on your ass.
That doesn't sound very nice.
Yeah, on that topic.
And on that topic,
Let's move on.
we're going to take a break, and we're going to come back to the podcast.
Meanwhile, here are some advertisements.
We're not sponsored.
I was going to do some advertisements while you left.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll pause it anyway.
Okay, I'll do the advertisements off camera
Yeah, sure.
and off recording, and then you can add them in later. The things that weren't recorded, you can add those in.
Okay.
We know how podcasts work.
Just do it now. Whatever. The chair.
Are you tired of teeth? Come to the anti-dentist, where we'll pull all your teeth out and give you money. Yeah, we'll give you money.
Don't turn this into a farce, okay?
We just like teeth.
Don't turn it into a farce.
Hey there, kids, I'm Wacky Steve. Come on down to Wacky Steve's balloon store, where we'll give you wacky balloons. Look at this balloon.
Sponsors.
This isn't a sponsor.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, we're not going to talk about balloons in the next segment.
Are we though?
Well, I don't know. You're planning the next segment. It's
Exactly,
up to you.
that's what I'm saying.
If you somehow if your next topic was either balloons or teeth, then I'll take it all back.
Right. Ugh.
Speaking of back,
We're
back.
We are back with the podcast. Let's try and make a podcast, episode 1. And
Sponsored by us
sponsored by us. Not Beta Banner.
or the anti-dentist.
The anti-dentist
Wacky Steve's
balloon store. Yes. None of those.
Anyway, you've got another topic to talk
I've
about.
got another topic. I'm not sure how you're going to respond to this one.
Oh boy, this is a good sign.
No, well, I don't think you might have much to say about it, or you won't know what I'm talking about, really.
Okay.
But the topic I'm talking about is called... Let me pick up my notes. Favorite... Oh, you got your... on the mouse pad.
Favorite? Oh, you got the thing on the
Favorite
mouse pad.
rabbit hole websites.
Favorite rabbit hole websites.
So these are websites you can just browse through, link after link after link after link after link. Right?
Right.
So you can just go through... You can just spend, like, hours on this website,
Okay.
just trawling through its archives, right?
Right, okay.
I have a few.
Yep.
The website that I go to pretty much every day, Reddit. I pretty much browse that every day, and on my phone, whenever I can.
Mm-hmm.
Another good example would be TV Tropes.
Oh, yeah, I've sunk hours in
Yeah, TV Tropes is fantastic. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just go to TV Tropes.org and just have a
We're
browse.
not sponsored by TV Tropes.
We're not sponsored, but TV Tropes, hit us up. Just saying.
One of my favorite rabbit hole websites is the anti-dentiststore.com. They have great anti-dentist websites.
I've said, don't make it a farce, okay?
It's not a farce, and I'm not getting paid either. Thank you, Steve. Anyway.
Okay, and another one is, I'm not sure if you heard this one, called The Cutting Room Floor.
The cutting room floor.
It's tcrf.net. It's basically a website where... The website's just loading. I already have it on here. It's basically a site where they basically find unused content in video games and document it.
Oh, okay.
So they might have some interesting stuff like a debug menu, unused music, graphics, enemies, levels, all sorts of stuff. And people have found some very interesting things in these. And it's just very interesting to see how, the Did You Know segment on the website, which is on the front page. Unfortunately, this website takes a million years to load. But yeah, that's another one of my favorite rabbit hole websites.
How long do you think you've, the longest sitting you've had on this website, just, going, further and further down the rabbit hole? How long would you say you've sunk into this?
Probably like an hour or two.
Really?
Yeah, maybe. Something like that. I spent a great deal of time on this website. And my final one...
Mm-hmm.
Well, not my final one, one of my other ones. I have two more left.
My final one? Wait,
Actually, no. I have
my fourth one of 10.
Yeah. No, this is my second last one. The SCP Foundation website.
I don't know that one.
Let me bring it up. The SCP Foundation website It's basically, do you know what SCP is?
No.
It's basically a collection of, like, creatures, right, that are captured by this organization.
Fake creatures.
Fake creatures. And this is, like, leads into my other thing that I was talking about, like, in-universe websites, where it's like, it's, like, written from the perspective like it's real.
Right.
So I'll see if I can find an interesting one. But, yeah, just stuff like that, where it's like, let me bring up one of the most popular SCPs. Is this the one? Oh, I don't remember what one it was. But basically, I'll just pick a random one.
The Bladewood Grove.
The Bladewood Grove. And these are like
Number
objects or
143.
creatures are found. And it's like a scientific documentation of the creature.
Yeah.
And I love this sort of in-universe thing where it's like, oh, it's written. I don't know what's going on with the internet.
It's being bad.
It's being bad, whatever it is.
Because it's Australia,
Yeah.
and the NBN
It's-
was royally screwed up by the amazing Turnbull government.
Yes.
And if they're listening to us through the
Don't-
NBN,
please
which I
don't bring
believe it is some
politics
kind of
onto this show.
1984 thing right now, where they installed the NBN so they could listen to us whatever we do. We support all forms of government and are not trying to start a revolution through these podcasts. That is not a thing we would ever dare to do.
I said don't bring politics onto
Viva
the
la
show.
podcast. Anyway, SCP-143. Object class Euclid.
Special containment procedures, and it goes through all the stuff, and it's like, personnel are not allowed to enter the closure.
Oh, okay. I get it.
And it gives a description, like, this is a plantation of 300 specimens of a unique type of tree.
Right, okay. So it's like this... So it's like documenting, like, bizarre...
Like, what's a good example? Like, keeping things, like, in a vault. Like, secured in a vault.
Oh, so cataloguing them.
Yeah, cataloguing them. For the good of humanity.
Right, okay.
Because SCP
Oh,
stands...
so is it like an Eldritch thing?
It does have elements of Eldritch horror, yes.
Right, okay.
Yeah, that's what it's based on.
That could be interesting to have a look at some point.
Yeah. And there's, like, different, like, people also write stories, and there's different canons as well.
Different canons.
Well, so, yeah, different canons. Storylines, plots, what
I
have
hate
you.
reboots.
Has an interesting history, too.
Actually, I don't mind reboots. Sometimes they can actually be necessary, but go on.
Yes. And my final rabbit hole website.
Yep.
It's any wiki ever. This
Yeah, I saw that coming.
So it's just pretty much, like, you know, obvious ones like Wikipedia.
Wikipedia.
Wikibooks.
And then there's like the other wikis like exclusive to different
Like
TV
things.
shows and stuff.
Things for like the Elder Scrolls game series. Just anything you possibly think of, it probably have a wiki. Even things that even really obscure things.
No, I sunk a lot of time into the wiki for the Community TV show.
Oh yeah?
Because at the end of on each episode, they have a section for like
Trivia?
not
Things
even
you
that,
might
but
have
they have a section for they have a section for running gags.
Yeah.
And they have like a name for each of the running gags. And like they list like the occurrence in the episode, and then they have a section specifically for types of meta gags, and then a section for like. But they have categories for them.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can find one now because it's fascinating. Well, it's not fascinating.
It's fascinating.
It's just interesting. Like you've seen parts of Community, yeah?
Yeah. I've seen a few episodes.
I've seen the entire thing several times. It's one of my favorite shows ever. Let's just go to the pilot episode, right?
Yeah. Yeah, continuity.
Yeah, it's continuity, right? This is new. But yeah, they've got like this one of the one is just called Middle Eastern Magic 8 Ball,
Yeah.
and that's whenever like Arbed, describes their life as a TV show and like predicts things that will happen in the future. And then there's one called Winger Speech, whenever Jeff like gives one of his like big emotional speeches.
Yeah. Classic.
Yeah, there's one for first appearances. A sweet ride for the vehicles. Running gags. We have a dollop of whipped irony for the ironic.
So this
stuff.
is like TV trope sort of like thing as well.
A little bit, yeah. And then there's meta references IRL, with Jeff is called Ryan Seacrest, and that's because of a running gag they've got. They've got IMDb, Name That Tune, just stuff like that. You know,
Yeah.
I find like because then when you see that like similar elements of the episodes have like specific names, you want to go to other episodes and find out like other occurrences of those things.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's interesting to me.
Yeah. I love wikis in general. They're great.
But one of my favorite rabbit hole websites is it's YouTube.
YouTube?
There'll be times where like I start on a video,
Well,
and then through the
yeah.
recommended listings, I'll end up accidentally like going off like on this weird journey, and then by the time I realize like I was doing something, it's like, where did I start? How did I get here? What happened? Where am I?
Well, that actually leads
What year
into,
is it?
A mini topic
Yeah.
I have. Just off the spur of the moment.
Mhm.
Binge-worthy YouTube channels.
Binge-worthy YouTube channels.
Yeah, just YouTube videos you could just watch.
Lately,
in
Cat
series.
Icarus.
Cat Icarus?
Man, he started putting out compilation videos.
Oh yeah, like the complete season.
The complete season 1, season 2. He's gone to season 4 at the moment.
Yeah.
And when they came out, I was like, this is a good time to just rewatch these.
Yeah. One of my personal favorites is 2 history channels. You've probably seen me watching them.
I definitely have seen you watching them.
Historia Civilis and Extra History.
Yeah.
Those, if you're a fan of history, Historia Civilis focuses on Rome. But if you're a fan of any sort of history whatsoever, watch those 2 channels. They are great. They're
Okay.
fantastic. I love them so much. And I thank school for that, for giving me an interest in history so much.
Well, so stay in school, kids.
Stay
you
in
might
school.
get a YouTube channel out of it.
You might find something you're really, really interested in.
Yeah.
But yeah, so those are my 2 topics basically. There's not much else I need to talk about.
I don't think I have anything more to add to this
So-
topic either.
We talked about video game guilty pleasures.
Pets,
We talked about pets. We talked about
rabbit hole
rabbit
websites.
holes and binge-worthy YouTube channels.
So we've come to the end of the podcast, and you know what that means. It's time for our weekly segment.
I don't know about that.
Do-do-do-do-do-do-boo-boo-boo-boo-boo.
Please don't do that again. I've said many times before on this podcast.
Don't make it a farce.
Don't make it a farce. But also that
I see it
I'm
as making it a
skeptical.
meme.
I don't want to.
As soon as you make it a meme, everyone hears about it.
I don't want to make it.
Then you get all the publicity. Anyway, I don't have a name for this segment yet. Maybe you can help me out with it.
Right. What's it about?
Alright, basically what we do at the end of every episode is we go to Wikipedia, we click on the random article button,
And we just,
and whatever comes up, we have to talk about it.
Okay. Like
We might go for 2 minutes, we might go for like an extra 15 minutes.
okay. Do we read the article or do we have to?
We can read the article, bits of it,
Yeah.
to get stuff to talk about.
Yeah.
But whatever comes up, that's what we talk about for the end of the episode.
Right. Okay.
I don't have a name for it yet. I've got Wikipedia up right here. You ready for ready to go?
Let me bring it up.
3. I'm clicking it now. Okay.
I need to go to the homepage.
Oh, are we both doing it?
Apparently.
I was going to say one thing because then we only have one thing to talk about. But
Oh, Oh, okay. I get what you mean.
yeah.
Okay.
We don't like do we don't. We're not. This isn't like a versus thing.
Yeah.
We just talk about whatever comes up. Ready?
Yep.
1, 2, 3.
And what we have?
We have
9/11. No. Oh.
Between the Times and the Tides.
What the hell is this?
It's an album by Lee Ronaldo, released on May 20, 2012 by Matador Records.
Of course, classic.
So we talk about music. I know so much about music. So it's an album, and it got decent reception.
Decent reception.
Track listings. We got Waiting on a Dream,
Off the Wall,
Ex-Tina As I Knew Her,
Angles,
Hammer Blows,
Fire Island, and in
Phases.
parentheses, phases,
Lost, Planet Nice,
Shouts,
Stranded,
Tomorrow Never Comes.
Tomorrow
Hey,
Never Comes.
that already exists.
Well, songs can have similar names.
Yeah,
like
if Tomorrow Never Comes.
Queen's Somebody to Love and Justin Bieber's Somebody to Love.
Yeah, well, that's a bit different, isn't it? Justin
Alright.
Bieber.
So we're going to talk about this album now.
How?
We can just find something to talk about. It features material composed solely by Ronaldo, so he composed all 10 of this. He was influenced by Joni Mitchell, Neil Young, Leonard Cohen, and Cat Power.
I have no idea who any of those people are.
I know who Neil Young is.
Oh, yeah. But, like, not enough in detail to really talk
I'm
about
so
them.
glad that we got a music thing.
Yeah, we know
all
nothing
about music. He recorded acoustic demos on his iPhone. So he recorded the demos on his iPhone.
Cool.
That's fascinating.
I'm not sure how fascinating this is for our listeners.
Well, yeah, but like it's interesting. Like, you know, I'm gonna send this demo off to, like, because I think wasn't it like a time in the past where it's like you had to go into the studio to record the demos, in order to get the green light to record the entire album in the studio.
Mm.
And I was just like, you know what, I'm just going to put my iPhone down, strum a few things, send that off. Yeah, I'll get it.
So yeah, Between the Times and the Tides. Apparently, it's an okay album.
It got its highest reception was about 8 out of 10, 86% in fact.
Oh crap! Someone's texting me. That's not good.
It's about Between Times and Tides. Anyway,
Alec, right now.
Its highest rating was 86%, and its lowest rating was 4 stars out of 5. No, 2 stars out of 5.
Oh, that was like the lowest 4 out of 5.
So
that's pretty good.
40%. So you got anywhere between 86% and 40%.
Okay.
Okay. Yep. The main performer was Lee Ronaldo. Also, Alan Licht,
Should I?
John Agnello, Leah Singer, Bob Burt for the Congas. Bob Burt played the Congas. I think we're done here.
Yeah, I'm not sure about this.
No, not a great. Like I said, we might end up talking about it for 2 minutes. We might end up talking about it for 15 minutes.
Well,
That's what it is.
In that case, I think we can do one more.
One more?
And I'll do it on
You
mine.
do it on yours. Yeah, that's a good idea.
So,
Alright, and we get
ba-ba-ba-ba-da-ba,
an Australian politician named Ian Robinson.
who has less than like
He
a
was a
paragraph
member for
about
the
him,
Australian Parliament for Cowper from 1963 to 1984.
and he died last year at
Did
the
he?
age of 91.
Was he in? He was in New South Wales
He was
Parliament.
a dairy farmer at one point.
Wow.
And a company
Bega
director.
is famous for Bega.
So what were your previous occupations? Dairy farmer, company director.
Now a politician. He was
That's-
in New
that's
South
in New
Wales. He
Zealand.
was in the Parliament of Australia. So he was in the for Cowper and then for Page.
What excitement we had this day.
Oh, so when he left Cowper, it was a new seat. Like Page, he was the first member for Page, which was a new area of Parliament. Well, we end the end the podcast talking about music and politics. You said you didn't want this podcast to get too political.
Yeah. And we jump right into an Australian politician whose
Ian Robinson.
whose life biography
He was
is less
born
than
in
2
Karaki.
paragraphs. Karaki,
He
whether the
became
hell
a
that
dairy
is.
farmer and a journalist.
And it was a dairy farmer, a journalist, company director, and I'm sure he had a very interesting life.
Wikipedia doesn't really like talking
What's
about
he
it.
saying?
It's me.
Okay. I'm just getting texted by someone, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm like, not right now.
Well, Between the Times and the Tides and Ian Robinson,
Between the Times and Ian Robertson.
effective ways to end the first podcast.
Again, still not sure about the segment,
Look,
but we'll see.
we'll get something better next time.
I'm sure we will. But with that, we have basically finished our first podcast.
Thank
Ever.
you very much for listening.
Thank you very much for listening to Let's Try and
Let's
Make a
try
Podcast.
and make a podcast.
Episode 1.
Very apt title.
Extremely apt title. And I think I know what our subtitle's going to be.
What's that?
Don't make it a farce.
Don't make it. Is that the name of the first episode?
Yeah.
Or
Episode 1.
or just the subtitle of the entire
No,
podcast?
episode 1, don't make it
Don't
a
make it a
farce.
farce.
Alright.
Brought to you by the Anti-Dentist.
And Wacky
Steve's Balloon Store.
Yeah. Okay.
We'll have more sponsors for you next time, I swear.
Maybe.
Unless I get shut down.
Come on, all you companies. Wendy's?
We can't do actual companies.
Or any fake company out there, you want to hit us up, give us sponsorship?
I had an email the other day from Reginald Brown's vacuum cleaner store.
Oh.
Yeah,
Reginald?
Reginald Brown.
Reginald is a popular name as ever.
Well, yeah, that's why I got emails from him. It's like, hey, you like using my name in your things, why not sponsor my vacuum cleaner store? His vacuum cleaners are double nozzle, so you can hold, it's sort of like,
I don't care.
you hold one nozzle on either hand.
I
and you just,
really
like,
don't care about vacuum cleaners.
Look, I'll look him up on Wikipedia, he'll
Oh,
be right
for
here.
goodness sake.
Reginald,
We've already said goodbye.
I don't care, I'm looking this up anyway. Reginald Brown. Reggie Brown is an American football coach. Reginald J. Brown, that's the guy. He sells vacuum cleaners.
The U.S. Assistant Secretary of the Army
He
also
se-
sells vacuum cleaners.
He sells vacuum cleaners. Never mind that he died in 2005. He sent me an email saying he's selling vacuum cleaners.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
And he wants to... Yeah. See you next time.
See you next time on Let's Try and Make a Podcast, Episode 2!
Sponsored by Reginald Brown.
Sponsored by Reginald J. Brown, died in 2005.
And it is still selling vacuum cleaners.
Good man.
Yes.
Goodbye, everybody.